while I'm stuck at a light, did you know that these controls here can be flipped the other way so you can operate them by pushing or pulling? I'm not going to do it now because I would be honking at somebody for not doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing, but that they are doing, and that would just be rude of me. So anyway, welcome back to Road Reality, my friend. We're out for a ride because of course we are. There is yard work to be done, or, and hear me out, I could be out riding my motorbike. And as much as I like mowing the grass, because I'm weird like that, I like riding my bike more. Coffee. Except for when it's raining. You saw in my last video, I got poured on. And I'm not going to make excuses or share reasons for it, other than I'm a blessed man. I don't have just this bike. I have this bike and I have my GMC Canyon, which is a phenomenal little truck so far. Got almost 500 miles on it now. But I am blessed in that I get to pick and choose which vehicle I take depending on the weather. And I don't like riding in the rain. I have said it ad nauseum. That means I'm adding to your nausea by saying it. I don't know. But I don't like riding in the rain. I can do it. I have done it. I have video proof that I have done it. But I do not find it enjoyable at all, which is why when somebody says, yeah, we're going to go on a ride, and I'm like, that sounds great, have fun. I'll be at home, or I'll be taking my truck wherever I need to go, because I don't want to ride in the rain. What I will say is that choosing when I ride means I do miss some riding days, but it is part of my risk mitigation strategy. Do you have a risk mitigation strategy? And I realize wholeheartedly that I'm the guy out here wearing a half helmet, doing this, drinking coffee, and talking to cameras, all while I'm trying to motorbike. But if you've noticed, if you've been following my channel, it's all part of the overarching risk mitigation strategy. And I know some people are going to give me crap about wearing a half helmet, but honestly, I'd rather have my face exposed than be in pain, because every single full face helmet I have tried on gave me a lot of pain. I can't wear them for more than a half an hour without a hot spot, like right here. And this helmet, I literally sat around the dealership for half an hour, walked around, sat around, and wore this helmet and didn't get any undue pain or anything. So that was a boon, right? And the other thing about commuting in the rain is, I know that I ride on a beltway, but listen, with the traffic the way it is, it's just not worth it when it's raining. Too many dum-dums slamming on their brakes. Just like keeping my hand hovering over my front brake so I can slow down to 10 under. Come on! Let them go. They're trying to find somewhere. I feel a little lost too sometimes, bud. Anyway, moving on. Log the engine. There we go. Now we're doing the speed limit at least. I have this risk mitigation strategy. After my last accident, my wife was like, I know you're going to keep riding. I will write you a blank check for any gear that you need that you'll ride in and wear. Words. I will give you a blank check to buy all the gear that is comfortable that you will wear on every ride. Much better on take two. And I said, honey, I appreciate that, but I found this jacket and some other stuff, and boots. I got boots, and I wear them on 99.9% of my rides. And I only drink coffee on a straightaway. Guy in the bug behind me is like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? I say that in too many videos. I need a new catchphrase. Oh, catchphrase is video right here. Anyway, I wear all my gear on almost all my rides, unless I'm just going up and down the block or around the block, in which case I probably should still wear all the gear, but I don't. I also don't ride that fast or that hard. You know, all these guys and gals that I know, they're like, yeah, I scrape pegs and I scrape floorboards and I do this and I do that. I go, awesome. Not for me. I'm already uncomfortable when I lean the bike more than the kickstand does. I have leaned this bike more than any other, except my Vaquero. I scraped the floorboard on that once, but it's a story for a different video. What actually happens is I ride slower, and I just ride a little bit more cautiously, and I tend to record on roads where the speed limit is slower. And I know I'm going to catch the keyboard commandos that have watched my videos for a while, and they're like, but John, you ride the Capital Beltway. where you have to Mad Max it to live. Yes, but part of my risk mitigation strategy is that I don't vlog on the Beltway unless I'm in like stop and go in the left lane doing under 20 miles an hour, because it's just a good way to become road pizza for me otherwise. So it's one less risk that I have to undertake or choose to undertake. You know what? Watch this. Yeah, I don't know why I do it, but I McGill gorilla the throttle when I get the hill hold assist. Look, Ma, only one hand. So now I can gesture wildly like I'm, you know, talking with my hands. Anyway, anyway, that's just part of my risk mitigation strategy. Minimizing the risk on a motorcycle is super important. It lessens the number of accidents that you're prone to have, and I'm keeping an eye on for the light because the guy behind me might want to go as soon as the light turns green. So I gotta keep my eyes peeled. Why do they say eyes peeled? It's because you have to peel your eyelids up when you're hungover just to get out of bed. Not that I would know anything about that, but hey, it's the comedy hour. I'm over here now. Like, subscribe, and share, and comment, and all that YouTube crap. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we gotta go. Watch this. Yeah. I also don't ride in intersections very quickly because years before I got my license, there's an intersection that I still go through quite frequently. And I watched a guy and his wife go down on their full dresser. Like, dude was just going through the corner and hit an oil patch or something, and then whoop, bike slipped out from under him. Wife wasn't wearing gloves. Her entire palm was red with the stuff that's supposed to stay on the inside of your body. Blood, yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah. Ooh. See, I watched that guy come up from the side road. See the side road over there? I watched him come up from that side road, and I was like, ooh, is he gonna stop? So I took a beat, and I just kind of slowed down a little bit extra, just in case I had to get on the brakes and all that. You know, we gotta minimize risk. Now, I'm gonna maximize risk by putting my feet up on these very comfortable highway pegs. There's a video up here. And I can just imagine what the guy behind me is thinking. Like, why is this guy pointing in the air like he's John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever? Staying alive. Staying alive, yeah. Same movie? I don't know. I'm staying alive. Yeah, so you gotta minimize the risk, but I want to enjoy my highway pegs, and I'm not doing anything that hopefully requires my feet. Anyway, I digress further. Risk mitigation strategies are very important. I think I've talked about it on the channel before, but it tends to get modified. As I get older, the amount of BS and risk I'm willing to take keeps getting lower and lower. And I'm like, does that make me a wuss or just really smart? I'm not sure. Leave me a comment below. What do you think it means? Do you think it means I grew up under power lines? I think I did. But I didn't eat the lead paint. Here is your dose of cuteness for the day. We're stopping to let the geese cross. There's a little bunch of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 by my count. Yeah, we're gonna let them cross. How cute is that? Come on, guys, hurry up. I'm sweating over here. Whoop, that one slipped. See, the paint markers are slippery. Yep, there you go. All right, which means now there's goose crap on the road, which is slicker than snot on marble. So we're gonna go nice and easy through here. Yep, there's the goose poop. Goose poop is slippery. Well, that was interesting. Now back to the video. But I am out for a beautiful ride. It's 79 over here. Ooh, 5 degrees cooler than at my house. And look, we can lean the bike. See, you just trust your tires and you push on the bar and the bike goes through the corner. Like, that was nice. That set off a tuning fork in my shorts. I love it. So leave me a comment below. What is your risk mitigation strategy on a motorcycle? And if you say not riding a motorcycle, then I say you're taking not enough risk. Life is full of risk. We risk like injury just getting out of bed in the morning. Anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my ride. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate your time. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all that other happy horse hockey. And don't forget your two mantras. One, you have a 100% track record of making it through a bad day. And two, do something nice for yourself every day. John out.